If while going to the school, if you go straight way to the school and start learning, it is the object. But if you see some musician in this thing, or some magician on the street, and then go late, negative thinking. In the life, whatever you want to do it clearly, perfectly understanding it. Secondly, if you give the assurance, see that the assurance is fulfilled. Thirdly, whatever work you do, you can do it cleanly, uncleanly. Make a habit of cleanly. You will find those persons who have formed the habit of doing anything in complete stage, throughout their life they will do everything in incomplete stage. And there are some persons who will do it with a spick and span, everything clean they will do it. Why? Habit. Just see how much importance is this aspect of a life. Try to understand. Habit, instinctive mind. So today onwards, I go a little further, but today onwards, you just start thinking, what is your objective, what you want to achieve. And to what you want to achieve, you must make use of this instinctive mind to the maximum. The whole success is yours. Just try to understand. Again, I don't want to dilate on this topic further. Only one aspect I have just put. Other aspect of the subconscious mind, instinctive mind, is that about the consciousness. Now I have told you, mentation has started at instinctive level. But again it is a process of evolution. Initially it was just reacting. It is just a sensation. And it started growing. It is a process of unfoldment. Just now see how our yogic science is correct. Even in inanimate object it was there. But in organic matters it started appearing. Life started appearing apparently. It started appearing. Then it started moving to see that it remained existence in struggle for its fittest and survival of its natural selection. It starts moving along with it, slowly growing, slowly growing. This is called process of unfoldment. In the meditation, what we call process of unfoldment, this is the process of unfoldment. Why? Because of a wrong thinking, this unfoldment starts. You don't move with the heart and globe with the totality forces. You create disharmony within yourself and nature. Disharmony goes within. Disharmony creates decay, disease, old age, senility, disappointment, doubt, death. And therefore, you have to see that this unfoldment, which is the basis of the evolution, which is the object of God, which is the object of totality, should go on. And therefore, radical thinking is wrong. You have got, I don't think like this. Never say this. Because other person might have a point to tell you. Even a child can tell you something which you don't know up to this time. And therefore the Vedas have said, let good thought comes from all the sides. But when you start acquiring success, when you get money, when you become chairman of a company, you refuse to listen to somebody because you are so that who is going to tell you? That is the time where the decay starts, destruction starts, your intellect goes down. That is the time. Therefore, you must be like a live wire. Try to take good things from every angle. Try to understand it. Try to understand, and that is only possible to see the things objectively with the help of inner force. And therefore, the consciousness must unfold. Now you will find we are at the fourth stage of a vehicle, of a plane. Now at this stage, it begins with the primary mentation, sensation. It goes in a plant little further. Certain animals it goes little further. And certain domestic animals you will find, because of the association with the human being, their level is little better, little intelligence, little has started particularly going in it. And this particular instinctive mind has got a spectrum of various quality, from the beginning only a sensation to the end. It is just like a bushman, not the man of this type today, bushman. He is little better than the other animals. Such is the variation in the instinctive mind. Why? Because in the process of evolution, everything started moving, and the evolution is at the stage of an instinctive mind which is followed by the body. Because body is controlled by instinctive mind. the survival of the body, which is the outer material of that mind, wherein through which creative intelligence, spirit wants to express, is through that instinctive mind, and that wherever it is a perfect tune with the nature only survives in struggle for existence, survival of the fittest, and natural selection. This is how the process starts, and it starts moving. So instinctive mind mentation, which is initially like this, it starts folding, it comes up to this at a bushman level. This is instinctive mind. Now this instinctive mind has one more quality, just try to understand. And that quality, it is a storehouse of knowledge. It is a storehouse of knowledge. All your memory there inside. And it is kept in such a way that it is stored as if you store it in a godown with a perfectitude, that exactly you want something, it comes out. Unfortunately, this functional aspect of mentation, of instinctive mind, is fiddled with by your wrong thinking. And suddenly you say, I don't remember, what is his name? I know him, but I don't know him. This happens to you many times. You know it and you can't say it. It happens many times to everybody. Why it happens? Really speaking, instinctive mind is such, nothing is forgotten. Believe it, nothing is forgotten, everything is in your brain. And therefore you will find many times, scientists also say, that really what happens is, when you are defeatist, whether I will remember or not, you go in a catch of a thought. The thought catches you, catches the mind, your whole thinking process goes to the thought side, and you don't get the link within the instinctive mind, you don't remember. But then suddenly somebody comes, you start talking, you go here and there, you forget that thought. Mind is relaxed, and suddenly, I wanted Mirchandani, nobody, I just forgotten Mirchandani. Earlier also that Mirchandani was there in the subconscious mind, subsequently was there, only thing is you could not establish the link between conscious and subconscious mind. It is a storehouse. All the information is in subconscious mind. Try to understand. Subconscious mind also plays further important roles. And these roles are very vitally important. In the sense, this subconscious mind, all the intelligence, information, once it is accepted, because intelligence will come as a next mentation. In a procedure of mentation, there will be dawn of now intelligence, vivek. But that vivek, that intelligence, things which are accepted by it, once they are accepted by subconscious mind, that work is done at an intellectual level perfectly. One aspect. Second aspect. This subconscious mind has a property of receiving signals from the outside world. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, all these auto-suggestions, all this takes place at the storehouse of instinctive mind. If I want to communicate with A, when A is in Bombay, and if I acquire that habit, I just send my signal at a particular center of a brain, instinctive, where the instrument my mind, and he immediately, he gets some signal, he just telephones me here. This type happens instinctive mind. Therefore what happens? Remember, as you get good vibration, not only that, you will find in the thought dynamics, last year I have just discussed this topic in detail. Really speaking, most of the time you are receiving angle, you are at a receiving angle. Yours is a radio station wherein you are receiving the signals. Yours is a radio, you are receiving the transmission from all the sides. And you take those vibrations, unknown to yourself, you get an effect. If you are a person of a very honest means, of a honest thinking. You go to the police station, you feel that you should get out earlier the better. Atmosphere is not conducive to your thinking process. Those vibrations, they try to penetrate, they are incompatible with your thinking, you don't like it. Suddenly you see a person, you don't like him. His thinking process doesn't compete with you. But certain times, unknowingly, certain bad vibrations do enter in your mind. And that mind entrance is exactly at a subconscious level. What happens is, I have just told you that at instinctive level is guarded by your conscious mind. When the conscious mind comes, it is guarded by the conscious mind. But suddenly, because of the fear, because of sudden shock, because the conscious mind is deluded at some place, the door opens and some auto-suggestion from outside goes inside. Now once it goes inside, it is not to the knowledge of a conscious mind. Conscious mind doesn't know and things start brewing inside. And the same person starts behaving weirdly. All the mental deviations, perversity starts in this particular way. I gave one illustration in the class, but again I will give because this is a good illustration from the point of view of understanding. At Lucknow, it so happened that when one schoolboy was about going from his school back to the house, he met other person, a boy, little elder, 2-3 years elder, but known to him, and he was just driving Tonga. He asked him, "Are chalo aane ka hai kya?" Naturally, about 6-7 years or 10-11 years. He just, "Yes, all right, I am getting a ride." Now, when they were going outside the town, this elderly boy started talking something about sex. Now, sex orgy little bit started down in this other boy. Apart from that talk, at the same time, he had also told him, "Arey, this Tonga in which you are sitting, I have stolen." Just see the small incident in the life of that small boy of 12 years or 13 years, whatever it is. Ultimately, the boy came home. Few months thereafter, the police found every day Tonga is being stolen. What is happening? And then it is left outside the town. So they kept the watch and they found this boy. Thereafter he was psychoanalyzed and it was found because the elderly person talked to him some sexual thing. His sexual orgy came at that peak point, and at that time this boy has told that Tonga was stolen. Subconscious mind at that stage, because at the orgy conscious mind has gone out, that Tonga was stolen has gone inside. Tonga stolen has got a connection with the sex orgy. What has happened is, moment he used to feel little sex orgy, he used to steal the Tonga. Now just see, sex is one thing, stealing is something. How perversion starts, I'm just giving the illustration. It is this type of things. Therefore, you have to guard your subconscious mind. All the mesmerism, hypnotism is a function, the art by which the person having penetrating eyes, person having a strong willpower, try to delude your conscious mind for a second, for 10 seconds outside, give you auto-suggestion that you are a lady, you start behaving like a lady. Right? This happens because of this trick played by that person who is expert in that. If you have strong mind, it will not happen. But just try to understand these things do take place, these things happen, and therefore it is your duty to see that your mind remains strong. It doesn't get wiggled here and there, and the best strong mind is that mind which displays self-confidence, and the best self-confidence is having confidence in within yourself And best self-confidence within yourself is getting contact, hook with the God element within, creative intelligence within. No person on the earth can hypnotize you. Apart from that, I have just told you that this particular aspect, that from outside forces, they come. And you can also communicate with the outside forces by the use of this subconscious mind, because by going within to without, you have to show that thought, and the thought with a pranic force, when it is thrown, it goes to the object and it hits the object with a bullseye and your work is done. Now just try to see how much use is the subconscious mind. Apart from that, in your general life, you cannot do everything on your own. You require help. Even if you are a businessman, one person cannot do it. You require servant. Then as an individual, business cannot grow, therefore you have a partnership. A partnership is not sufficient, therefore you have a company. And you have 3,000 persons, 4,000 persons, 10,000 persons. Now all these persons, you can't see every day. They are not under your control. They are not like animals tethered by something and then you are doing it. It's not possible. Now, to see that as per your master plan, they work. So many things can be done by you. To see that all the work in your factory at your level is done properly and you can produce good results by understanding the play of a subconscious mind when you develop the art of formation of mastermind for doing a particular purpose. These are the very many uses of this subconscious mind, this instinctive mind, and therefore instinctive mind is not to be discarded. Now, what happens is certain perversity is developed because of this instinctive